If I decide to do this, am I making a terrible mistake? I have been running a counseling practice for the last 5 years, and for that whole time, I've been paneled with insurance companies and I've done all of the paneling work myself. And for the most part, it's been fine. But in the last few months, I've had several issues and it's become kind of a headache. And so I've been thinking about contracting with Headway. If you don't know, Headway is this company that's kind of a go between private practices and insurance companies where they essentially say, hey, we will make sure you as the private practice get paid and we'll deal with the insurance company. And conceptually, that sounds great. But if you dive down the rabbit hole that is like the Reddit threads on horror stories about working with Headway, it sounds less great because there are a lot of stories of things like balance billing, which is essentially the insurance company is like, hey, this is the contracted rate. We're only paying this much. And then Headway goes to the client and is like, hey, they paid this much. So we need you to pay all of this extra, which that's technically illegal. And then there are also stories about just clients getting charged exorbitant amounts of money, clinicians not actually getting paid. Then there's some crazy stories about Headway going in and changing some of the CAQH, which is a database for healthcare providers, changing the information that that database has about us as clinicians, which is very unethical and I think kind of illegal. So I'm suddenly questioning, is it a good idea to actually contract with them? And I want to know if you've ever had an experience with working with Headway, either as a client, maybe even more importantly, as a client, or also as a clinician. What has been your experience? Is it a good idea or a terrible idea? Am I making a mistake if I contract with them with my private practice?